Good morning, traders. Welcome back to another pre-market watch list here today. Sorry about being on a little bit late. Got a late start to the day, so today's stream is going to be pretty quick, straight to the point. So we will give it a few seconds here. Wait for some more people to get in or get online here. Good morning, Mike. How's it going? Morning. Good morning, everybody. So anyways, yesterday was a bad day, as many of you know by the recap there. In the video, it showed me losing about 2,000, and then I got a little bit revenge trading, and ended up taking some positions, which I ended up was right. Basically, all the trades I took after I ended that stream were right. I was actually green on basically all of them, and then real quick they went against me. So I was trading some stocks that had some wider spreads, so that kind of played a role in how they bounced back on me so quick. So there was a bit of revenge trading after the $2,000 loss. We'll admit to that, but at the end of the day, we're all human and make mistakes, so I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I did sit down yesterday at about 7 o'clock at night to take another look at the trades I made, kind of analyze them, and basically told myself, wow, those were just, they weren't great setups. You can make money on them, but they just weren't the right ones to take with the amount of size that I had taken on them. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. I came off, I've been coming off a really hot streak, came off a massive win, just this week alone, I was up like just over 20 grand, 23 actually to be exact. So it hurt losing $5,000, and the only reason I did lose that much is because I had such a strong cushion on the week. But typically would have never let that happen in a typical trading week. But again, it is what it is, right? So you live, you learn. So anyways, today I may or may not be actively trading. I wasn't comfortable with how I traded yesterday, and I don't want to have that play an effect on how I trade today. So I may or may not be trading actively today in my regular account. What I might end up doing is trading in my smaller account. Some of you don't know this yet, but if you follow me on Facebook or in our Facebook group, which you can join, it's one of the links in the description of the video. You can join our Facebook group. It's free. But I did mention I will be doing something similar to a small account challenge. So I have an employee pension plan through my business, and I have just a small retirement account that I set up for tax purposes that has like $8,000 in it right now. So I was going to use that $8,000 to kind of show that you can, grow a small account, right? So it has $8,000. So I will be playing with anywhere from 1,500 to 800 or 8,000, depending on, how I feel like trading or what I'm trading for that day. So it won't 100% be, specific to, oh, if I had 500 or 1,000, I'm going to grow that. No, I have an account of 8,000. I'm going to show you how you can kind of, grow an $8,000 account. But at the same time, I'll also be taking trades that are only of, an initial capital of 1,000 or 500 when I take the position. So it will be kind of a little bit of a broad overview in terms of growing a small account. So it can kind of, relate to more than just people with small accounts, but relate to people that maybe have 5,000 or 6,000, 8,000, and now you get the point, right? So I might be, taking the foot off the gas pedal here today and focusing on that smaller account, just because I'm up big, and I don't want yesterday's loss to roll over into today and me take a bigger hit and lose some more of those gains. So it might be a good idea for me to step back today and just trade my smaller account, where it will really keen me in on focusing on better setups. And then that can help, kind of get me right in the back mindset for maybe tomorrow's trading and where I could hop back into my regular account. So I haven't fully decided. If I see something I like, I might use my regular account. Who knows yet, right? So today's going to be quick. It's 8:44, so I only have like 16 minutes here. So I'm going to run you through like three stocks. And that's basically going to be it here. So I'm going to go ahead and flip to the next screen so you guys can take a look at all this good stuff, right? So stocks gapping up, stocks gapping down, main ones, write them down, do whatever you have to do. Okay, get those on your list. So we'll hang out here for just a quick second. Yes, Scott. My smaller account does have PDT restrictions. Mr. Weldlife. So, what's a good start for a small account? I mean, there's really, there's no set, right? And that's a big challenge too when you're a beginner trader, is coming in and going, well, how much money should I start with? Well, the best question to ask yourself is if you really want to trade, it's more or less how much money do you feel comfortable losing all, right? Like, how much money could you just lose without really it affecting you, because everybody hates losing money. So the incorrect way to state that would be, well, how much money are you comfortable with losing? Well, the fact of the matter is nobody's comfortable with losing money, but it's more or less how much money can you lose before it doesn't seriously negatively affect you, right? That's kind of what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be holding off on AMD. Again, as I said, I've never been a huge fan of it. I've only started trading it recently because of all the hype. So I myself have fed into the hype around AMD, trying to trade it, and I'm up on AMD. I think I'm up like for the year to date on AMD. I'm probably up like maybe $5,000 or $6,000 in profit on AMD. So I've made money on it over the course of the year, but it's just, for me, it's just not something easy to trade. And it's because, how do I put this? For the majority of the part, my style of trading does not, I mean, you can always kind of, change the way you trade to accommodate a stock, which I should have been doing, but I haven't been with AMD because I'm trading it the way I would trade a typical, stock. But AMD is a stock that is traded by high frequency trading machines and computers, and that's what causes its back and forth candle choppiness, right? That's why there's usually a 1 penny spread, because it's so heavily traded by high frequency trading machines that it doesn't act the way typical stocks do, right? And so that's why it gives a lot of people a challenge, myself included. It's more of one where you have to size in and be very patient with it. And I'm one that likes quick momentum and movement. So anyways, let's get into it, right? We don't have too much more time. So I'm going to go share a different screen. Here we are. All right. So what I will talk to you about is basically my main thing that I'm focusing on today, which is Netflix, okay? So I have already bought some shares of Netflix. Right now I'm holding 125 shares long on Netflix. I bought my 125 shares long on Netflix on this drop there yesterday. So I did have to hold through some pain. We're getting back close to break even, but basically this is a swing trade. I'm swing trading Netflix right now with 125 shares. I had 350 shares long yesterday. Had 350 shares long on this drop for a swing trade. So I was playing, I won't go through all the details, but I was playing a 50% retracement level, which then ended up breaking down. I held through the pain and sold out some of my shares yesterday on this pop. So I did lose, and I am still down altogether, but we're starting to make some headway back this morning. So I'm currently swing trading Netflix right now. I have 125 shares in the game on it. So you can see this big drop. Basically, this is what I'm looking for. We have this pop up, hit resistance, pop up, pulling back. We're right now on a 61% retracement level. I'm anticipating a bounce and hopefully a push to $400. Okay. So there's a lot more that goes into it other than just basically what I said, but right now I am long bias on Netflix, anticipating that we are in, a bullish pennant that will eventually lead to the upside breakout and hit 400. So if the market doesn't crash, if the market doesn't pull back severely, I do believe this trade will work out in the manner. Netflix isn't the type of stock that usually has negative news coming out. There's really not, it's not like a Tesla where there's news every single day. So it's a pretty, safe stock for the most part, right? That isn't usually affected by random catalyst news. So if anything holds true, again, right now we are on, I'll do it real quick. We're on a 60% one or a 60% retracement level. So let me show you. I mean, there's more to it. I could do the Fibonacci extensions and all that, but basically, yesterday I took my entry on the blue 50% mark here. It ended up breaking down. It held to 61%. We're gapping up. So it doesn't mean we're just going to start shooting up today, but I do anticipate maybe over today, tomorrow, and the next couple days, we'll start gaining some traction back to the upside, in which I'm anticipating we can break through these previous high levels. And then if we do break through those, previous levels, if we can get up to if we can get up to 380, or actually it's more like 385, maybe, probably like 385. So if we can get up to 385 and break through 385, we're going to go straight to the $400 mark. So I do have option calls, and I am also long on the stock right now. So I'm pretty bullish altogether on this stock for right now. So I am currently swinging long there. If Netflix comes back down and starts breaking below 350, I'll just get out, cut my losses. So ideally my stop on Netflix is going to be like right here, like right around 348, 349 in that area. I'm going to give it a little bit of wiggle room, but not too much. Okay. So that's for Netflix right there. So that's what I'm watching in terms of like a swing trade right now. VKTX, right? So now if we talk about VKTX is gapping up pretty strong here. It's got some really good news, something about their treatments or trials being positive, stocks gapping up, etc. So, I would naturally say to watch this long, but it seems as if biotech stocks or therapeutic companies never really perform the way I anticipate. So, the way I would normally go about this is to watch it for a bounce off this pre-market support level, which it's already testing. So if it starts breaking down 22, I would not focus on longing it. It'd be more of a short play. But if it can hold 22 and start curling up, then I would see it as a long play. Okay, so again, if it breaks down 22, I would just call it quits on longs for the day there. Unless it has a massive sell-off like this, then you could look for a bounce scalp reversal trade. All right. Other than that, that's really all I would say. And then the next one here I'll be focusing on is ORCL, because ORCL is an earnings play that's gapping down. So you guys know the deal with these by now, or at least some of you will. So ORCL gapping down into a previous support, though I don't see it as a super strong support. Let's see right there. It's really not. What is that, 46 to 45? Yeah, possible. So anyways, yeah, ORCL is kind of bouncing off this like $46 price kind of consolidation area right there pre-market. So theoretically, the way we would naturally treat this gap down is it is gapping down. So we are going to be looking for it to, trickle back up and then roll over to the downside like that, where we'd be looking to short it. Okay. So that's naturally what we'd be doing there. So yeah, you could custom script it, but you don't have to necessarily, because you could just mark off the previous close day every single time like that. There it is. Previous close is done. So Andrew, that's all you have to do there. Yeah. So anyways, those are going to be my plays for the day. If anything, VKTX maybe. Most likely just following Netflix and ORCL. Probably going to be the only things I trade today in terms of stocks. That's about it. I might keep NIO on watch too. I might watch NIO. I think it's getting time where, you know, we might start seeing some type of reverse on it, right? You have the nice move up, followed by the drastic pullback down, starting to curl. So this might be another one I watch here for a long day too. All right. So, as always, guys, those are going to be all the stocks I'm trading today. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Again, it was a late start to the day, so we're a little bit off paced for this morning. Let's see. Yep. So again, guys, that's all I got for today. So thank you guys again for tuning in. Other than that, I will see you guys all tomorrow morning for another pre-market watch list. And if, you know, there's active trading today, I'll have another video uploaded for you guys so you can kind of watch that, learn from it, right? So as always, thank you guys for tuning in. Please do give me a thumbs up before you head out the door. There's 518 people tuning in, so I would expect we could definitely get 500 thumbs up because all it takes you to do is go click. So hopefully you guys can do that for me, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. All right, guys, take care.